thank you for watching the Pepperjam Network Advertiser webinar on dynamic commissioning. This webinar will cover the basics and best practices for using dynamic commissioning within your affiliate program, and we will review the functionality that dynamic commissioning offers, as well as how to set up your dynamic commissioning terms and what the reporting looks like. I'll also let you know how to upgrade and use this technology if your program has not yet been upgraded to dynamic commissioning. So what is dynamic commissioning? Dynamic commissioning allows a merchant to create custom commission rates for a wide array of parameters. This is fantastic for merchants because you now have the ability to incentivize your publishers for the actions that are most important to you. For example, if your goal is to drive more new-to-file customers as opposed to existing customers, you can offer a higher commission for a new customer. Let's take a look at all of the new parameters included in the dynamic pixel. Transaction type, new to file versus return customers, SKUs, categories, device type, coupon code use, creative, transaction total, transaction count, publisher segment, in-store versus online. Let's take a look at some of the capabilities for a basic or itemized account compared to dynamic. Programs with basic or itemized pixels can offer flat commissioning based on the affiliate types, groups, or offers. With Dynamic's robust functionality, commission can be based on preset value-based rules. Before dynamic commissioning was available, advertisers had to continually look back at data in order to strategize. Dynamic allows for real-time automation optimization. Dynamic also allows you to incentivize at the customer or quality of sale level as opposed to only at the affiliate level. An example would be higher commissions for mobile sales over desktop sales. And finally, all of this customized data is available within detailed real-time reporting. Now you can gain more insights into your affiliate customer base. Let's dive into setting up terms for a dynamic program. We can start by taking a look at the basic elements within a commission structure. A term is the agreement between the advertiser and publisher for a distinct payout. A rule is a set of conditions that must be met for a payout to take place. A rule can include multiple conditions, and there can be multiple rules set up for each term. A condition is a requirement that must be met for the payout to take place, and all conditions in a rule must be met to trigger the action. An action is the result of what happens when conditions in a rule are met. To put all of these items into an example, an advertiser agrees to pay out 10% commission. This would be considered a term. A rule can be set up where, if the customer is new to file, the publisher will receive 12% commission. The condition in this case would be that the customer is new, and the action would be to increase the commission by 2%. Now that we understand all the elements that make up a term, let's take a look at how to configure one. Within your account, navigate to Program, Publisher Program Terms, and click to create a new term. Enter a name and cookie duration. Then select either sale percentage or flat amount for your base payout. Then select your payout level for either item or order level. We do recommend using item level so you can view the item level details in your reporting. You can then opt to set up rules within this term. So let's click Add New Rule, and we will review setting up rules for your term. The first step in creating the rule is to give the rule a name. Remember, you can have multiple rules set up for the term, so be sure to use a descriptive name. You can then set the rule up to take place on the item level or order level. Click Continue to review the conditions you'd like to apply to your rule. There are a variety of conditions that you can choose from when you're setting up your rule. Please note the tabs at the top for the types of conditions that can take place. Let's start with order conditions. You can choose product list, item category, coupon code, order amount, or quantity. You may have additional information to enter depending on which condition you choose. For example, if coupon code is selected, a drop-down will appear where has been used, has not been used, matches, and even starts with are options. Choosing matches or starts with will display an input field where the coupon code or starting letter can be entered. Let's review the other conditions. Under publisher conditions, the options are number of transactions by publisher and transaction sale amount by publisher. Note that these conditions are to occur based on a monthly threshold. For example, an advertiser can use the transaction sale amount to bonus a publisher a flat amount if a monthly revenue goal has been met. As you can see, this would be a great way to incentivize publishers to increase performance. The Customer Conditions tab includes options for new to file and device type. I think every advertiser's goal is to increase new to file sales, so we are really excited about this option. Device type allows you to customize commissioning based on mobile, tablet, or desktop. The final tab is Creative Conditions. Select from creative type to commission based on that creative type. For example, a fashion advertiser might use this to incentivize bloggers to use banners that feature a new fall line. Or select specific creative to incentivize publishers to promote a specific text link, coupon, or banner within the program. As you can see, there are a ton of options for setting up terms for dynamic accounts. Let's take a look at the best practices to ensure you have everything set up properly. Let's review order level versus item level. All rules must be set up on either the order or item level. Order level rules will be applied to the total order amount, whereas item level rules are applied to each item individually. Remember that item level commission reporting is only available for item level rules. The order of the rules is also extremely important. Rules are applied in the order they are listed. If more than one rule applies, each of the actions will take place. Be sure to keep these three key things in mind as you set up your rules. Rules that set a new commission should always be first. Rules that add commission should always come next. And finally, rules that remove commission should always come last. Let's consider the example where an advertiser wants to incentivize publishers to drive new to file customers. This advertiser wants to offer 4% base commission, 5% for new to file, and 0% for gift cards. Since the rules are applied in order, having the rule for 0% commission applied before the 5% for a new to file will result in paying commission on a gift card. As a general guide, all rules should be set at the item level. Remember, this is so that you have item level details in your commission reporting. The exception to that is for flat bonuses. Flat bonuses should be set at the order level, as setting it at the item level will cause the bonus to be multiplied by the quantity of items in the order, and you can see how that would lead to issues. Now that we understand the functionality of dynamic commissioning within your program, let's review dynamic commissioning in action. Here's an example of a term with a rule set up to incentivize publishers to drive new to file customers. The base payout is 3% with a rule to add 2% if the customer is new. In this case, if the sale is for a new customer, the publisher will receive 5% commission. The publisher will receive 3% if the customer is a repeat. In the next example, the base payout is 5%. There's a rule set up to add 2% for a new customer. There is also a rule set up to issue 0% commission for gift cards. If the order is for a new customer and includes a gift card and other items, the items that are not a gift card will commission at the additional 2%. 7% in total. The publisher will receive no commission on the portion of the order that is a gift card. I'm especially excited to review the new reporting functionality included with dynamic programs. Let's dive in. Let's begin with the transaction details report. You'll notice new filtering capabilities for new to file, coupon code use, and device type. Do you need to see how many new to files were referred by a certain publisher? Need to find out how many orders used a specific coupon code at checkout? Now you can easily review transactions based on these. Clicking into the details of any transaction within the transaction details report will take you to the order commission rule report. This report will provide the details as to how commission is issued across each rule set up within your dynamic commissioning term. If you have not already upgraded your account to dynamic commissioning, I'm sure you're excited to upgrade and get started. First and foremost, the upgrade to dynamic is free. We have amazing technology and we are happy to make it available to every advertiser. The actual upgrade process depends on what your current tracking pixel looks like. Essentially, with any upgrade, we will need to have you place a new dynamic pixel and complete extensive testing to ensure everything is working properly before you switch over. Please let our advertiser support team know that you would like to upgrade and we can discuss the next steps to make this happen. Once you are all set up with dynamic commissioning, there is one more important step that needs to take place, and that is communicating the changes to your publisher. It is so important to discuss any changes in commission with your publishers. If you are utilizing dynamic commissioning to incentivize your publishers, you need to let them know that this is the goal you have in mind. It is also beneficial to set up calls with your top publishers to discuss these goals and seek their advice on how they might be reached. Remember that communication is key to a successful partnership. This concludes the webinar on dynamic commissioning. Thank you for watching.